Hey everyone, it's me again. Have you missed me? Have you? Do you want to kiss me? And then I'm married. We can't do stuff like that, you crazy people. I can't believe I'm back. I'm back because I am going to go for a run on Monday, June the 2nd. I was planning on going for a run this Friday, which would have made it May the 30th. But husband reminded me, or he actually didn't remind me, he kind of crankily told me that if I ran on Friday and it didn't go well, that screwed the whole dang weekend. He has a frickin' point, but it still kind of pissed me off just a little because you got to psych yourself up after an injury to go run because it might hurt more. So, anyways, I haven't run for 7 months. 7 months of no running. I have been working out, I've been biking, and I have modified the way I'm lifting because of a back injury, but I'll get back to that in a minute. Um, but I saw my Arasti dude today, and I was talking to him about how I just have to go run. I have to run. And I think only an athlete would really understand that. Somebody who has done something their whole life or has really worked hard towards something athletically. And there just comes a point, no matter if you're injured or not, no matter if you have pain or not, you're going to be stupid and you're going to go do that thing. Stupid. Gonna go do that thing. So that's what's happening on Monday. Pray for me. My foot is incrementally better, which means it is just a little bit better, and it still hurts, but not all the time, which is the incremental part. So I don't know if this is completely stupid what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it because I have to go run. So I have been doing jumping jacks, which is quite the sight. So I figure with the up and down, I wanted to test my foot first. That was the reason why I started doing the jumping jacks. And yes, my foot does hurt at the end of the day on the days that I do them, but not very much. So I'm thinking if I can get out there and run, I'll just see what level of pain I can live with. And obviously, I'm going to tape before I go. The Arasti folks were so sweet and asked me if they wanted me to tape them, but I said no, husband could handle it. But I am so excited. So it's probably only going to be a mile if I can run that much. I haven't run in a freaking it just feels my brain doesn't even work anymore. My brain doesn't move forward. It's just mush up there. So, anyways, I'm gonna go run. We'll see if it's a mile. My neighbors are gonna point and laugh at me, and I really don't care. I'm gonna have my little earbuds in, the ones I got for Christmas that I haven't even used yet. Look, skull candy. Oh, look, they match. Anyways, good Lord, can you tell I'm excited? So, anyways, in these last 7 months, what I wanted to tell you guys is, especially you guys who might not really work out consistently, is I am an older woman, not so old, but I'm older. I'm in my 50s. Let's put it that way. And my whole life, I have felt fantastic. Honestly, for every age, I have just felt fantastic. But in these last 7 months, I have felt like crap. There is no getting around how bad I feel. Matter of fact, I feel so bad that I've told husband several times in the last 7 months, I think I might be dying. I've been to 3 doctors. I don't think I'm dying. But my point to you is if this is how you guys feel, you need to get off your asses and get out the door. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard, especially if you don't feel well. But the point is you probably don't feel well because you're not moving. And husband is active. He's not as active as I am. Who is? But I just can't help but correlate the two. My lessened activity, the less I work, the worse I feel, and I hate it so much. So in all of this time, I threw out my back again. So it really gave me some food for thought this time. And I'm so determined to figure out what the hell is going on with my back because we know it's not structural. I've had the MRIs, I've had all of the big surgical docs look at it, and no, there's nothing wrong. So one of you mentioned that I might be severely dehydrated, which I laughed at because I drink more water than anybody I know. But I got to thinking, I had thrown out 3 truckloads of compost onto our yard on a very cold weekend, and then I threw out my back 2 days later. And it dawned on me that while I was doing that, I didn't drink as much because the cold makes me shiver. And if I drink anything, it makes me shiver. So I tend to drink less in the wintertime when I'm cold. I try to remember to drink warmer things, but it's just my nature is to drink water. So if it makes me cold and makes me shiver, it's not happening. So I really started looking into the idea that maybe my back spasms are being caused by dehydration. So I have taken steps to prevent that. I am now consuming electrolytes in a small form. I don't do it, I do it every day now and make sure that they're taken with a lot of water. And I feel much better. I feel stronger. I just spent a week with my grandson. And you know how us people are with little babies, you hold them and then you pretend like you're going to throw them. And the whole thing. For a week, I was doing this. And I kept thinking, dear God, don't let my back go out. But then I couldn't stop myself from doing the baby fun stuff. My back is fine. So I really feel like maybe I've hit upon something. And I'm hoping and praying that that's what that is. But the other thing that I thought about when I had this particular back injury is that sometimes when I lift, even though my form, I've been lifting a long time, so I know how important form is. I try to do certain lifts in front of a mirror so I can make sure that my form is correct, holding in the core, the whole 9 yards. But there are some exercises, some lifts that I do that I always in the back of my mind think to myself, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. So the thing that I have modified there that I'm loving so far is I'm using my own body weight for a lot of stuff. And it's a lot harder than you would think it would be. And I'm not completely that big. And you would be amazed at how stinking hard it is. So my goal, planks, core stuff I'm really good at. Planks I can hold for about 45 seconds to a minute. I'm working more and more on those. I do those several times a week. Doing the rolling on the foam roller several times a week. We should do it every day, but I don't. And but I'm working on the one-armed push-ups. And how I'm practicing for them, how I'm getting my body used to that muscle memory of that one-handed, is I'm doing them against a wall with a mirror in front of me so I can see exactly what I'm doing. And it's ridiculous. Although Rocky theme music does run through my head when I'm doing it. So I know it's cuckoo town here. But anyways, it's kind of working. Look, see, I'm a grandma, and these are, I wasn't lifting at all. After the last time I threw out my back, I quit lifting for over a month because I was so nervous about, I knew this trip to see my grandson was coming up, and I didn't want to do anything that might provoke my back into more. And my theory was still being tested about dehydration. So that's when I really came upon the idea of using my own body weight. And, you know, those of you who know Herschel Walker, hello, that's how he's so freaking buff. So I figure if it's good enough for Herschel, it's good enough for this little girl. Why do y'all come here and watch this crap? Okay, so going for a walk, dear God. I'm going for a run on Monday. You'll want to come back next week because there will be the after video. And I think those of you who have seen after videos know what I'm talking about. They're lovely and informative, and sometimes I even curse. So I hope that y'all are doing well. Many of you have told me how you are running for me, and oh, does my heart so good. I want to do a little shout out to Amanda. She knows who she is. I love her because she tells me what a champ I am and how she just never has seen anybody not complain much. Makes me laugh every stinking time because I complain like a bitch. Ask husband. If he were here, I'd pull him in and say, tell the fine people at home who is bitching about her injury. This girl. So let's hope the foot holds, babies. Hope the foot holds. None of this crap. Let's start praying, shall we? Pray that the foot holds. Mama needs to start running again. So, yeah, and I'm going to start running in June after 7 months off. This is not going to go well. Oh, all right. I love you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And I will see you next week. Y'all be safe out there on the streets. Okay? Adios.